Okay, here we're going to solve this one by substitution as well. However, it's not as nice for us. We don't have, like in the last equation, we had y equals this, or we are given what y equaled. Well, we're not here. So we can manipulate it or move it around so we can figure out what one of our variable equals. So whenever you have to solve something by substitution, you always want to pick the value that has a coefficient of 1. So here, I would solve this second equation for x because our coefficient for that term is 1. So let's solve it for x. We would add 2y to both sides. So we'll have x equals 11 plus 2y. Okay, so now, just like we did with last, we're going to take what x equals, which just so happens to be this expression of 11 plus 2y, and we are going to substitute it in for x in the first equation, so the one that we haven't touched yet. So we'll have negative 7 times 11 plus 2y minus 2y equals negative 13. Now again, remember we have to distribute first before we can combine like terms here. So let's distribute the negative 7. So we'll have negative 77 minus 14y minus 2y equals negative 13. Negative 77 minus 16y equals negative 13. Let's add 77 to both sides. So we'll have negative 16y equals negative 13 plus 77 is 64, I believe. Let me grab my calculator and check. Negative 13 plus 77 is 64. So negative 16y equals 64. Divide that by negative 16 so we can solve, and we get y equals negative 4. Oops. Okay, let's plug it in. Now, again, you can plug it into either of these here, or heck, you could even plug it into this one to find what x equals. The only thing that might hurt you if you plug it in here, we might have made an error here, but if we made an error here, this answer is going to be wrong anyway. So I guess we'll find out where the error is made after we check. So I'm going to plug negative 4 in here. So we'll have 11 plus 2 times negative 4 is what x equals. So x equals 11 minus 8, so x is 3. So our solution here is negative 4, 3. Let's check. Again, go to our originals. Negative 7 times, oh, I wrote that wrong. X is 3, so it needs to be 3, negative 4. There we go. Negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. Negative 21 plus 8, because negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. Negative 21 plus 8 is negative 13. It works there, but remember, for it to be a system, it has to work for both. So here, 3 plus 8, right, because negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. So 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 equals 11. That checks out. So we can solve by substitution.